Good evening, Zimbabwe. This is Change Radio News. Today is Saturday, 19 April 2025. The news read by Divine Nambira. Here are the news headlines. President Nelson Chamisa shares scripture for Easter holidays. Zimbabwean youths mourn Independence Day. And rains disrupt Mnangagwa's Independence Day celebrations. And now for the news in detail. President Nelson Chamisa shares scripture for Easter holidays. He quoted John chapter 15, verses 18 to 19 and 25, saying, "Overcome hate. Through the cross, Jesus Christ overcame hate. If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own. Yet because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. But this happened that the word might be fulfilled which is written in the law. They hated me without a cause." The youths of Zimbabwe could not celebrate, but rather mourned the 45th anniversary of Zimbabwe's Independence Day. They say it has been 45 years of poverty, corruption, bad governance, and unemployment. The youth in Bulawayo say there is no freedom at all in Zimbabwe, which is evidenced by the illegal arrest of the journalist Blessed Mhlanga, as the people wake up each day not knowing what to eat, and those in hospitals just stare at walls, deprived of health care, sleeping on dirty hospital floors with no medication. For more details, our reporter spoke to Wesley, a youth from Bulawayo, and this is what he said.
Okay, so yesterday as Zimbabweans, some Zimbabweans were celebrating on the 18th of April, celebrating the Independence Day. The change in leadership has not brought about the freedom and prosperity promised. So instead, the same system of oppression persists, leaving many Zimbabweans struggling to survive. So, black Zimbabweans continue to face significant challenges, including unemployment, limited access to quality education and healthcare, also economic hardships. So the difference between a black man and white man treatment in leadership, we cannot clearly distinguish, but what we can differentiate is that a white man's leadership was very good for a white man who lived in Zimbabwe, but now it was not mostly favorably to a black man, though we're enjoying the economic part of the white man's leadership, and we could see most of the development that happened in the country. It was because of a white man leadership. So now, what led the people to go to Second Chimurenga War? It was because of the treatment and social ill treatment that was happening. Then that's what led people to go to Second Chimurenga, because there was no freedom for a black man. Economic opportunities were only availed to a white man, not black man. So the very same thing now, it has changed. It's now a black man oppressing black men, because only those who are aligned to ZANU-PF systems are the ones who are benefiting. But now to the majority of the citizens who do not align themselves with that, they are not enjoying, because ZANU-PF is so oppressive. Even those who are within ZANU-PF, some of them, they are suffering, not enjoying life as we should be. And even the promises of that were promised before independence, they are not they are not seen. And then so you that's when you see, as a young person, I don't feel the independence that our country claims to celebrate. So because the lack of jobs, inadequate education and the healthcare systems, and the passive poverty make it clear that true independence remains an illusion until we address these systemic issues. Independence Day will remain a distant dream for many. So we need a new vision of independence on that, one that prioritizes the well-being and the dignity of all Zimbabweans. Only then can we truly celebrate our freedom and work towards a brighter future for all.
Security forces marched in a flooded football field at the independence celebrations held in Nembudzia yesterday. Many cars headed for the independence celebrations were stuck in the mud, including a chicken-in truck delivering food for the celebration, exposing the rough state of the roads in Zimbabwe. Yesterday, advocate Fadzai Mahere, amongst other social media influencers, criticized the football pitch where FC Platinum and Simba Bora played their independence tournament. She said, "This is why FIFA World Cup won't certify our stadia. This shows how the government does not take the business of governing seriously. We are where we are 45 years down the line because governing is a distraction and an inconvenience for them. Their real focus is on looting and enriching themselves. They steal everything and there is nothing left for basic services. It's a mess." A head-on collision occurred between a Beitbridge Bulawayo Railway's goods train and a Rovos Rail tourism train, injuring 13 people on the 18th of April 2025. The injured were transported to Gwanda and Mater Dei hospitals. In a statement, National Railways of Zimbabwe (NRZ) clarified that the trains are privately owned and the NRZ is awaiting the official investigation report from BBR regarding the cause and circumstances of the accident. The Zimbabwe Republic Police wants motorists to exercise caution on the roads as they head back home from various independence and Easter celebrations across the country. In their statement, they said, "Due to wet weather, motorists are urged to be patient and observe all road rules and regulations to safeguard human lives." Terence Rupia, aged 43, from the city of Harare, was arrested in connection with the murder which occurred at a house in Kuwadzana 7 on the 17th of April 2025. It is said the suspect stabbed the victim, Molan Kumire, aged 40, with a kitchen knife after an argument, and the victim died on the spot. 3 out of 99 people arrested on March the 31st, accused of participating in an illegal gathering in Harare, have been released from Chikurubi prison on Thursday evening after securing bail at the High Court. Jennifer Chimange, Sidabile Maduwe, and Mo Blessing Komo left prison with their lawyer, Doug Coulthard. Today marks 52 days since the illegal arrest of Blessed Mhlanga, a journalist and political prisoner. He is being charged with incitement to violence and has been denied bail 4 times. In international news, at least 16 people were killed, most of them women and children, and 23 others were wounded following a direct strike by 2 Israeli missiles on several tents housing displaced families in the Al-Masawi area of Khan Yunis, said the AFP news agency. The Embassy of the United States in Zambia issued a statement cautioning all American citizens planning to visit Zambia of a new law that requires the interception and surveillance of all electronic communications in the country. On the 8th of April 2025, President Hichilema signed into law the Cybersecurity Act. And now in sports news, FC Platinum came out victorious with a 3-0 win on penalties over Simba Bora in an independence tournament match played this Friday. The Highlanders Football Club released a press release announcing their new leadership appointments as resolved by their Board of Trustees and Board of Directors at their meeting on the 16th of April 2025. The list is as follows. The patron is Mr. S.J. Ngube, the President, Mr. M.D. Sandi, the Board Chairman, Mr. L. Mkandla, the Board Vice Chairman, Mr. C.L.N. Sikosana, and lastly, the Board Secretary is Mr. M. Sibindi. To conclude our news, here are the headlines once again. President Nelson Chamisa shares scripture for Easter holidays. Zimbabwean youths mourn Independence Day, and rains disrupt Mnangagwa's Independence Day celebrations. That concludes this news bulletin. Thank you for listening. From myself, Divine Nambira, and the entire team at Change Radio, we wish you an absolutely blessed day.